Welcome to part 26 of my walkthrough for Final Fantasy IX, my friends. In the previous section we started to explore the outer continent and we also found the location of another Shokograph. And then we went to Count Pity, where we met with a black mage that isn't a puppet and isn't being mind controlled, so now we're going to head towards the Black Mage village so that Vivi can find out what's going on. This is going to be one of those serious segments where a big part of Vivi's character development will happen. And before we get inside the village, we need to find the correct path. So we need to take the right path twice. First, then we need to turn back around and then take the right path once again in order to manage to enter the village. This monster likes to use wind attacks, and he also casts White Wind on himself, even though that was a waste of a turn because I didn't attack him yet, so it was pointless to heal himself. And since I learned 1000 needles blue magic from a cactuar in the previous part, that will be enough to take care of this monster. Even though, to be fair, he just looks like an obese owl, so maybe I shouldn't have finished the monster off, I should have just run away. Take the right path once again. And now turn back around. That will trigger the appearance of the Black Mage once again. And now once the Black Mage turns back around, we are going to follow the right path one last time. But first let's have another fight. This is a new enemy, he is weak against fire magic, so that's what we're going to use, fire. But you can also use 1000 needles to finish him off. This monster, aside from Blizzara, it can also blind your party members. And now Vivi is going to enter trance mode, but it's going to be a waste because he's not going to get the chance to use double magic. To be fair, I rarely used trance abilities because whenever they happen, it's either in a regular fight or I'm trying to steal, so I can't use them to finish off a boss or a monster, so it ends up being a little bit pointless to have them, even though I do like using them. It appears that the Black Mage has created some sort of barrier which created the illusion of a false forest or a dead forest. So everyone's going to go on their own separate path here. Obviously Vivi is super excited to find out that there's more Black Mages around. Even though, like I said, this segment to me is kind of sad. But before we go and meet Vivi, we're going to once again buy some steepled hats from this weapons shop. They sell steepled hats here. And we're going to once again use the cotton robe trick. We're going to make as many cotton robes as we can in the synthesist shop, and then we're going to sell them. Also buy a mithril dagger so that you can make a new weapon for Zidane. And let's buy a Lamia's tiara, and the stippled heads are over there. So I have 83 wrists, so I'm going to buy 83 stippled heads. There we go. Buy a Lamia's tiara, and now we can step outside. And we're going to pick up a Stelazzio coin before I go and make the cotton robes. You can pick up the Virgo Stelazzio, which is inside the inn, near the bed, right here in the corner. It's kind of easy to miss it. Let's just check it out. Virgo wants to be with Scorpio, by the way. Can't blame them, I mean, why would they want to have humans sleeping here? Even though, to be fair, Zidane's not quite human, I mean, he has a monkey tail, but nonetheless, we're going to pick up another letter. We have a lot of letters to deliver. First, let's check the life cycle. We're not going to let Queen eat the egg. To be fair, Queen can't eat the egg, but a chocobo is going to be born one day, and we want that chocobo to be happy and healthy. So, of course, Queen is not going to eat it. And look at these two black mages. I don't know if it's because they're irritated or something, but if you look at their eyes, it's like they're mad at Queen, which I can understand why. Before you leave the village, make sure you come back and talk to the Mughal again, because he will have a letter from Steelskin. No, I don't want to eat it, Queen, come on. I can understand why they want Queen away. I mean, it seems to me that Queen is making all of them very uncomfortable. But let's step outside. And now we're going to just get an item from the item shop. I mean, she wants to stop Kuja, but to be fair, the person who's sending them off to fight is her mother, because Kuja delivers the black mages, but then it's the queen who decides what to do with the black mages, and she uses them for war, so she needs to stop her mother, not Kuja. To be fair, I think that Dagger is still rather oblivious, and she still sees her mother as a victim in all of this. You know, you can't really blame her because it's her stepmom, but even still it's kind of frustrating when you know that the queen isn't a nice person. So now Vivi finally meets the black mages. This scene is always so sad to me. It seems that some black mages, not all, simply wake up all of a sudden and start thinking for themselves. Though it's interesting because not all black mages do that. So I wonder why some black mages seem to wake up and others don't, but I don't think that's something that's actually ever explained. And if eventually all of them will wake up or not, but it's quite intriguing. It seems that most black mages don't quite grasp the concept of death. They're just learning about the world, so can't really do anything, but we're going to talk with the synthesist and we're going to make the Run Tooth, new weapon for Zidane. You need 2 mithril daggers to do it, and buy as many cotton robes as you can. Remember that each cotton robe costs 1000 gil to make, but you can sell each cotton robe for 2000 gil, so you make a very nice profit after you buy the stippled hats and the wrists. You can buy the wrists in Dali and you can buy the stippled hats here, and by doing that you can make lots of money. So sell them all, and just like that our profit is quite substantial. So it's a very good deal and you should most certainly use this method to make lots of money fast. Now we're going to make an extension for dagger. There we go. And we'll be coming back to the synthesist shop to collect all the items around here, because we'll have to come back to the shop anyway to find a secret item after we're done with this section, so don't worry about it for now. I think Vivi has just learned about the lifespan of most black mages, and that's why Vivi is just a bit traumatized right now. I feel so bad for the black mages. Can you imagine? Just imagine being asleep and then you find out that while you were sleepwalking or something, you caused a bunch of destruction and killed a bunch of people. That's kind of how I imagine it must have felt for the black mages, you know. They were asleep, they woke up, and all of a sudden they saw the destruction that they caused. So I can understand why they would want to run away and live separated from the rest of the world and to be far away from humans, because they did cause a lot of destruction even if it wasn't their fault. Like I said before, I think that when you first play Final Fantasy IX, you might think it's a very light-hearted Final Fantasy because of the way the characters look and so on, but it's actually pretty heavy. Even the ending, it's it can be quite sad to witness the ending of Final Fantasy IX. Yeah, there's no way that the black mages are evil. I mean, if anything, it seems that they just want to live in peace and harmony. Zidane's essentially telling his own life story. And this is the first hint that Zidane isn't just some thief and that there's something mysterious surrounding him. I mean, if the monkey tail wasn't a clue, now you know that there's something wrong with him. Though to be fair, when you think about it, there's so many bizarre looking humanoid creatures in Final Fantasy IX that you wouldn't think that the guy with the monkey tail is that big of a deal. So Baku and the rest of the gang are Zidane's family now, but Baku probably found Zidane somewhere and he just raised him. Though I don't think that's quite explained either. I mean, you understand from this that Baku found Zidane, but they never quite explain how Baku met Zidane for the first time. I'm thinking he just found Zidane somewhere as a baby, who knows. It makes sense, I guess, that the Black Mage's lifespan is so limited because they were essentially created to be instruments of war. You really need to stop with that argument of saving your mother, Dagger. I mean, I know she's your mother and all, but come on. Even if we saved your mother, she would need to go to jail at the very least to pay for her crimes. It's really getting tiresome to hear her talk about saving her mother. So for now we're going to give Dagger the Peridot so that she can finally learn how to summon Ramu. And now we're going to get the items in the synthesist shop, and we're also going to listen into a conversation between two black mages which will allow us to reach a secret item in the item shop, so it's all going to work out just fine. Then we need to pick up a letter from the Mughal. He has a letter from Steelskin, and then we'll be good to go. First let's pick up the treasure chest that's in the corner. It has a little bit of money. And now let's just listen here to the conversation. Okay, so now we're going to head down and ask for the usual, and we'll be able to get a black belt as a reward. So ask him for the usual. There we go, and now let's go up. And there it is, the black belt, which teaches Vivi the demi-black magic, and it also teaches characters like Zidane HP plus 20%. But for now we're going to have Vivi learn demi. You know, I never quite understood if there's a thing as a female black mage and a male black mage. I always figured that the ones that were kind of wearing those skirts were maybe females, but I guess they don't have sex, so they're just kind of like Queen in that regard. I don't know. Because Vivi clearly, at least Vivi is portrayed as a boy. But we're going to leave the village now. Can't wait to see the baby Chocobo for the first time, but we're going to have to wait a while for that. And we'll be coming back to the Black Mage village quite a lot, so don't worry, we'll be back. And that's going to be it for this segment, my friends. I'm just going to save my game. In the next segment we're going to head towards the sanctuary where everyone's going to get married, array for them. And then we're going to head towards the mountain pet where we will keep advancing in the plot of the game. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later for the next part. Take care, my friends.